Hi, my name is Jim, and I'm going to show you how to make the best cup of coffee that I know how to make. And I was in Boulder, Colorado, and met a gentleman who was from Colombia and grew coffee beans. And he got the hell out of there because that industry it's like growing cocaine. If you get caught stealing other people's coffee plants, you can get killed for that stuff. So he left there, and I said, "How in the world do you make such good coffee?" And he told me how to do it, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the coffee cup that I plan to use and use filtered water out of your refrigerator. That way you're not getting just stuff that you don't want. And measure it to what you know you're going to drink. First thing that you're going to need is one of these kettles. And this is a water boiling kettle. And I learned about these in London. And I might be the only guy in the world that didn't know what it was, but it is fantastic. So we've measured our water, we put it in our kettle, and start the boiling process. That'll be boiling within a minute. Now, this is a bean grinder, and this is a French press. And those are two other things that you're going to need. Now you're going to hear a hiss. The water's boiling already, or it's beginning to. That's the sound that's how quickly it works. But when I grind my beans, use a coarse grind. And he told me that that's the best way to do it because the further that you get into the coffee bean, the more bitter it gets. So use a coarse grind, you'll get more of the outside of the bean and it'll be a smoother cup of coffee. So put your beans in the hopper. I've already ground enough, so that's how you grind them. I'm pre-ground. So this is your French press. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your coffee, and I'll try to show you. See how nice and coarse the grind that is. Let me see what I can get. There you go. See how nice of a coarse the grind that is. Okay. See if I can get the camera back to where it was. It should be. Okay. So then take your scoop and put as many scoops as you're going to figure out how much you need for the amount of water that you got. For me, it's like 2 big scoops of coffee. Then put the lid back on this. These things are cheap. I mean, this was 20, 30 bucks of a grinder, and it grinds a lot of water. This is already boiling. So you've got your coffee in your French press. Pour your boiling water in there. And remember, you don't have to measure anything or remember anything because it's already done for you. You've already pre-measured it. Now, this is not hot, nor is this. That's what's nice about these. This is induction. The heater is inside there, so nothing about that kettle gets hot. It's safe for kids. You can put that away, put the lid back on it, and then bring the lid of your French press down just until you feel the resistance of the water. Just about right there. Now, what exactly is that lid doing? Well, I have another one. This lid, it has a foil circle around the side of it so that no coffee beans get around it. But it's got a very fine screen on there. And when you press that down through the water, all your coffee beans are down on the bottom and the good drinkable coffee is above. So that's how that is made. So we're steeping. I like about a 6-minute steep. That's just what I prefer. And then press that down the rest of the way. I forgot in the beginning, after you've poured the water on top of the coffee, just give it a little agitation, and then pour your nice, beautiful coffee inside there. If you like water, if you like cream and sugar, have that in there already. Then you can either use a slotted spoon, or you can buy one of those $3 whisker, things that are battery operated. That'll stir that up for you. This is the cup that I plan to drink. It's beautifully brewed. A couple things about these French presses. Don't buy the glass ones. Buy a metal one like this. And the reason why is because as your coffee is steeping in a glass French press, it's getting cooler and cooler and cooler because, it's not double-walled glass like a window. This is double-walled, so it's insulated. And your coffee's going to the water's going to stay nice and hot in there. So I've got my nice cream and sugar cup of coffee made, and I am ready to enjoy it, and that's my trick. If you have any questions for me or comments, go ahead and leave them. Don't be mean. I get enough mean stuff as it is. Let's not be a mean world. But that's my trick. Buy really good organic beans if you can. To be honest with you, I went to Safeway. I bought Safeway Organics, and 3 o'clock is it 3? No, 6 o'clock in the morning is a brand of coffee bean, and they are unbelievable beans. They're hard to find that aren't ground already, but you can find them. Dunkin' makes a good bean. If you like the real strong, bitter stuff like you get at Starbucks, you can get those beans. I like more of a mellow blonde roast, like if you go into Perkins or IHOP and you order a cup of coffee and it's this really nice, smooth taste. That's the coffee I like. I don't like that real bitter, strong Starbucks stuff. It's just too much for me. So, I buy these coffee cups that lock. That way, every once in a while, I got my cream and sugar in there. I can give it a shake if I have to. Unlock it, hold it away from me a little bit, and I'm ready to go again. So that's my trick, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my name is Jim, and I hope you guys all have a great weekend or week, whatever applies. And be good to each other. Be the best version of you. That's how you can make a good footprint.